Alright, hi people, it's Shakes here, and I'm here to do another unboxing review for you guys for the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Fury Green Ranger. Probably one of the more infamous cases of the new, I think, factory that they're making these at. I think the new molds and the new packaging style really screwing over a Ranger figure. Yeah. So we'll see how mine turns out. I had to open the Beast Morphers yellow one before doing the review just to make sure everything came with just to make sure it came with everything. This I have not opened. I just unsealed the tape so I could get into this during the review. Ooh, we'll see what happens here because Tokutopic specifically, he got one of the earliest ones, and his ones and other people's have had bent swords. One person on Twitter had the arms reversed, meaning the silver arm was on the opposite side, and so was the green arm. Someone came with, I think, two helmets instead of one of the civilian heads, or instead of the civilian head and helmet combo. And I think there are other accessory problems that some people have had with this figure. This figure's just a mess in regards to that. I think otherwise the figure is fine, but unfortunately, with the switch over to a new factory and the QC problems that have resulted as a part of that, on top of the new figure molds and stuff, the Lightning Collection has had a very iffy soft reboot, is what I'll call it. But yeah, so let's get into this. So on top of the Lightning Collection, or the Beast Morphers yellow box having tape that looks like it was already opened before it got shipped to me, which thankfully that wasn't the case, this box has shelfware for no reason. I don't know why. It seems like this would just be sitting in a warehouse somewhere, in an Amazon warehouse, because that's where I ordered it from, and just would be waiting to get shipped. I don't know why it would have shelfware. That's weird. But yeah. So, we have the front here. Power Rangers Lightning Collection logos right here. You got the figure right here. Dino Fury Green Ranger. Figure with the sword, lightning effect piece. The artwork for the Ranger. Hasbro logo. And all of that. And you got the side right here with the Dino Fury logo. Dino Fury Green Ranger. And her helmet. Side right here. Dino Fury logo with the Ranger. This looks like it's based on a picture from the Sentai, maybe, with the male suit actor, because in Ryu Soldier, the Green Ranger was a male. They changed him to female in Dino Fury, so yeah. But the figure mold is based on the female molds. And on the back here, you got the figure right here with the civilian head and all the accessories it comes with, the heights and everything. Dino Fury logo. The figure again in the pose. Izzy Garcia, Dino Fury Green Ranger. So, yeah. I don't think this will be a case of bad QC or bad problems like I've seen other people have, and I accidentally broke the box, but granted, I'm not keeping the box, so yeah. This is probably one of the reasons why these have so many weird problems in regards to this. The bag for the accessories, and I think I went over this with Dino Charge Blue, the bag for the accessories is under this little crevice right here for the box that holds it. I don't know why you just can't put the accessories right here, like the figure with this kind of little, cardboard strap right there, keeping the figure in, and just have one that separates the two bags, but have it be for that. I don't know why it has to be on the bottom. Why can't you just put it right there if there's enough space for it? That just blows my mind how, nobody, when they designed this packaging at all, saw that potential. That just confuses the hell out of me. Every time I try to think about this, it's just you'd allow the accessories as well to not get bent out of literally bent out of shape, or at least there's less chance of it. But yeah, so moment of truth for the accessories. I'm assuming that this will be fine. Okay, yeah, it's fine. So sword's a little bent, but it's fine. It's just a normal amount of bent for not being in like a plastic sheath or plastic whatever. It's basically the same as Dino Fury Red's, which is fine. Okay, so that's good. Lightning effect piece. The helmet, which is fine. It's fine. Yeah, and then the two alternate hands, which are more of like gripping hands. So, yeah. And I'm assuming there are fists right on the figure, like a lot of the other figures. I don't like the way that this was packaged, but okay. So, two open hands on her things. Okay. I don't like the way that the morpher's molded onto her arm. It's a little bit too over from what I can see, because I think it's like when you have the morpher on like your actual like wrist. I don't know. It just seems like it's supposed to be a little bit like rotated a little bit over from where it is. But yeah. But otherwise, okay, mine has no QC problems from what I can tell. Don't like how some of these... Okay. But it looks like it's fine. This... I don't like how the arms are... like... opposite of where they should be. In regards to rotation. But at the very least, it's not broken, and it's not... like, and it doesn't have, like... those kind of problems. Okay, so... figure's overall fine. Head sculpt looks fine. I haven't really seen too many like pictures or clips of the actress, so I assume that these are accurate because of the more recent teams, and they were able probably to scan in the actors' heads. I thought that the Red Rangers was fine, so this is ultimately fine. So yeah, and I think the detailing is ultimately fine as well for the body and everything. I wonder if they'll eventually do like a gender swapped version of the suit. Okay, the head popped off. Okay, that's what I expect to happen. Like a nice pop sound. Okay, so popped on the Ranger helmet. And yeah, so this is actually, mine's actually pretty fine from what I can tell in terms of the mold, in terms of the paint apps, in terms of the accessories and everything. Mine's fine. Pretty much what I can assume happened is the people that ordered it from, I think it was Big Bad Toy Store that got it early and shipped it out, like a month or two early, from when Amazon did. And this is kind of why I'm fine with ordering from Amazon and waiting longer for them to start shipping their shit out, is because I don't know whether or not they get stuff as early as Big Bad Toy Store does, but at the very least, waiting long enough, or... yeah, waiting long enough means that you'll get like a later produced version of the figure, which means hopefully the QC problems and the accessory problems and other things that other people have reported are lessened over time. It came in handy for me, or it came in clutch for me when I got the Wild Force Silver / Lunar Wolf Ranger, because he actually came with the right number of stripes and the right boots, which was fine. The only problems I had with that figure were the fact that he didn't have a holster for his Lunar Q, but everything else was fine in my opinion for that figure when I got it. So my figure's pretty fine at this point. You'll probably get what I'm getting in regards to the figure. So articulation, 360 on the head because it's on the ball joint. It doesn't quite look like the ball joint is secure on these new necks, but that could be just me. Torso, you can move in at 360, which I don't quite like how loose that is, but at least it doesn't feel as loose as the Beast Morpher's Yellow Ranger, which is a blessing. The arms you can move in a 90-degree angle like this. That's the right amount of loose, in my opinion, versus strictness. And then the arms are on a double ball joint again. A little too loose, but it doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart at the very least. You can move in a 360 like this. Hands you can move in a 360 like that in a circle. There's no detailing on the Morpher, unfortunately, which is funny because Beast Morpher's yellow had it. Okay, the joint on the left arm is too loose for the elbow, but the upper like thing for the elbow, but whatever. But yeah, you should be able to move you can move the hand back and forth like that. So yeah, legs, because she doesn't have a skirt, you move in a 90-degree angle like that, down like that, and as a drop hips. I don't have anything against the drop hips. I don't know why people have problems with them. Maybe it's just because of the fact that the first few figures that have the dropped hips have loose problems with them, at least for the male molds, but I think that these are fine. I think they got a handle on them by this point. Then you can move the legs in a 360 like that. The legs or the knees are on a double ball joint, so you can bend them like that. And the feet, you can move them back and forth like this. And break the ankle like that. So, yeah. So overall, especially since the battery's running out of my camera, overall, figure's fine. Definitely better than the Beast Morpher's yellow figure I have, which is probably going to be in the review that comes out before this one. But I think this is fine. At this point, you'll probably get a version of the figure similar to mine, where there's less QC problems and no missing accessories and the right accessories at that. So yeah. So really not much else I can say except for like maybe wait on these figures until they get all the QC problems figured out. Hasbro has apparently hired a new person to make sure the QC is fine, which is good, at the new factory that they're using to produce these and everything. I hope they get a handle on the problems with the new body molds, because those need ironing out, mainly with the loose joint problems. I think the rest is fine. It's just the loose joints that need handling. So, yeah. So, otherwise, links in the description, all my shit, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one.